Hey.
Mild concussion, he'll be okay.
Find out who paid his fine and who swung him out of that tank.
Cash in an envelope delivered by a messenger. Look what I found in his wallet.
That's Paul Thomas.
Last name's Cullen. Older guy's his father. Used to own half the boaty yards along the coast a couple of years ago.
Owned, past tense?
Died 2 months ago.
So the fourth victim was supposed to be a silver spoon type. Down to drinking cheap wine and sleeping on cement. Did you talk to him?
Doesn't remember anything, didn't see anything. Called Mrs. Kingsley down to the San Pedro place. She says he showed up about a month ago. Said he was in Mexico for about a year.
Somebody pays his fine, puts him back out on the streets so that he can have his head ripped off.
You know what I think?
Yeah. The other 3 killings to cover up one.
Right.
You keep him in the hospital, private room, man at that door. Find out all you can about his family and friends. Here. I'm gonna try to run down Wilson.
Right. I like your tailor.
Yeah, thanks for the quarter.
Let's put a clause in it regarding divers going into night work. And make certain they understand the contract includes no channel work. What? What does he want? All right, let him come up.
Yes, Mr. Richardson. Thank you. Would you like to go up, Inspector?
Thank you. Well, the face looks familiar. Guess I should know the name.
You might. Oh, I wouldn't. But I think he was a very well-known boxer.
Is he a friend of Mr. Richardson's?
Mr. Richardson has interest in several fighters. It's been a special interest of his over the years.
Uh-huh.
Come in.
Hello.
Inspector
Keller.
My secretary said it was about traffic violations. Tickets Paul Jr. has been ignoring.
Yeah, ever since we tied our computer into the traffic bureau, a lot of trouble.
Why don't you send the company the bills? Let us pay the fines.
Well, see, the problem is, Mr. Richardson, some of the tickets go back 3 years. So I'm afraid that Paul Jr. is going to have to see the judge personally.
Well, you're going to have a problem there. Junior left home about 3 years ago, and we haven't heard from him since.
Tell you one thing, I sure wish my office had this view.
The staff finds it pleasant.
You live aboard?
This time of year, we have crews working around the clock, so I keep myself on call here.
3 years? You said nobody's seen him for 3 years?
A bit more, in fact. It was right out here on the pier he had the final argument with his father. The old man was tired of his playboy antics. Told him he'd see his next dime when he put in a day's work.
Well, has anybody tried to get in touch with him either through the police or private agencies?
If he wants to waste his life, let him. I was dirtying my hands on Cullen barges while Junior was tooling around $10,000 sports cars. While he's drinking himself to death on tequila, I'm up here. I've got a short fuse when it comes to anybody not holding up his end.
That's all right. Do you think he's been in Mexico for a while, huh?
Mexico?
I'm sorry, you said tequila. I thought,
No, that's just an expression. Don't misunderstand. I'm not angry with Paul personally. It's all the Pauls. The clean fingernail kids with everything handed to them.
well, do you think he's been in touch with his family?
It's not likely. He only has a sister. And if you think blood is thicker than water,
Listen, Junior is out of my life, and Roy Richardson was never in it. And if he doesn't know that, you can just tell him. And you can also tell him that his big pronouncements really tick me off.
Look, Kathy, why don't we
And
just drop...
don't give me any of your Chicky Babe routine, Terry. I mean, you can just save that for... Hello?
Hi. Are you, Kathy Cullen?
Yes. Well, you want to come aboard? You're a bit early.
No, I was expecting. Hello.
Well, you've read the survey and you've seen the specs. Her, overall length is 34.9. It's a fine Headley engine, lead keel, and a stainless tank with a cruising range of about...
Excuse me, I think you made a mistake.
Listen, just let me get it all out front, okay? Now, the price is firm within 2,000 or 3,000. No lowball offers. And if that doesn't completely blow the deal, I'll show you below.
My name's Keller, Inspector Keller, SFPD.
Well, you're certainly not alive. When are you?
Unless you accept a trade-in for a '65 Porsche. Of course, I could throw in 3 rooms of fake Danish furniture. I got a TV. Only gets color in one station.
No baseball cards or trading stamps.
Well, I was saving that for the clincher. But I guess I won't buy it, so I better stay with the questions I brought.
Like?
Traffic violations for your brother. We ran our computer through the traffic bureau and...
No, a traffic rap brings a big guy with a very solemn expression and lots of stripes on his uniform. Not Ivy League, and handsome. Had that house call myself, Inspector. What's happened to Junior?
You were hoping you could tell us? All we know is he's missing.
Giant loss.
Sounds like you're not too close.
No, been no letters, no phone calls, no get well notes, messages in bottles. I mean, 0 communication. But then that's just like when I saw him every day.
Well, why do you think he just dropped out? I mean, he had everything. Position, money. Why'd he just chuck it?
'Cause Junior's a schlep. No, I mean, well, the old man, you know, was a bulldozer. Real alley fighter. But Dad just scared Paul to death. The more he pounded him into that square hole, the more he retreated.
So he went into the bottle, not business.
Yeah. Too bad, too. I mean, he could really have run this yard. Not the way old Blood and Guts did. And not the way I could. But in his own low key, he could have hacked it. You see, I sat with Dad those last months while Junior was staring through his bottle bottoms. I did the whole scene, from the book reading to the bedpans. And you know the last words that my father said to me? Where's Paul? Where's my son? And he left him the whole Megillah.
Well, it looks like he didn't exactly leave you out in the cold.
Oh, no. No, I wasn't. I got treated just like Tinkerbell. Do you know Tinkerbell?
Yes.
It's a girl. So we protect her. We set up a trust fund so that she doesn't blow the whole wad on permanents and pantyhose. And that's why I have to get rid of Celeste. Because of that lousy trust fund.
And this Roy Richardson, he's the head of the company right now?
Yeah, another schlep. I mean, he was just on the scene. He was available. So Dad put him in the slot hoping Paul would come back. And now he thinks he's in for good.
But we know better, right?
You can bet your badge.
Tinkerbell's revenge, right?
Something like that. You have to get back to punching doorbells right away?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. you keep in touch? I mean, I might want to talk about your 65 Porsche.
I might like to talk to you about it.
Okay.
Yes, Doctor. Yes. I'll see to it.
Excuse me, Paul Thomas. What room is he in?
At the end of the... I'm sorry, sir. There's no admittance to Mr. Thomas's room.
Oh,
Yes?
She had the motive, all right. All she needed was somebody to do the rough stuff.
Remember that guy I told you was on the boat with her?
Yeah?
Talked to the dock master. Turns out he had a couple of pro fights. Name's Terry Benner.
Big guy?
Yeah, 210. He had the motive and means. Just like Richardson and Wilson.
Yeah, Big Jake. So now we're in a scramble for control of the company, huh?
And the key seems to be Cullen.
But the wild card is Jake Wilson. We don't know whether he's with us or against us.
Help! Somebody help! Help! Somebody help!
I could